Anyway,
Don't care.
they helped her make all the wedding invitations and delicious tablet and things like that. Sheila, you've got to stay standing for some reason.
Right, girls.
Maureen, you've got to stand as well. Up you get too.
Exactly.
I'm not actually reading it as it's written, but
These are the two people who are responsible for the hen night and what a job they did. Embarrassed Aileen thoroughly, apparently. Thanks, girls. With the help of nieces, nephews and Madeline. Well done, wee darling. Also the baking of the cake. Jan Gilt. Thank you, Jan. One of my very best friends, Mike Gilt, is a photographer today. Actually, he did the wonderful music in the garden. Most importantly, I must thank my big stand up for giving me the enormous erection in the garden. Yeah, well, it's just to my Aileen. What can I say? It's easy to see. You all know that I love her with a passion. She stunned me at first sight with her Aryan good looks. One of the reasons that we go on so well is that we make love nearly every night. Nearly on a Monday, nearly on a Tuesday, nearly on a Wednesday. We have a lot of fun and we like a tumbling, you know. I think my good friends now. Have a look at the cake. We were at a deserted beach on the Tay and we decided to have a bit of a tumble. But I was with one of my very highly trained grundles, as you know. We decided to get amorous. Aileen said, what about the dog? I said, look, if I tell that dog to sit, it'll be there for 2 weeks.
My dog.
Anyway, what happened? As you can imagine, the events got cut short when the dog decided to join us halfway through. The one drawback with Aileen is she is ridiculously, unbelievably accident prone. Now I've got thousands of stories, but I go back 6 months. I'll go back to yesterday.
Oh, no.
Okay? My drive, I'd spent a lot of money on, believe it or not. It looked too good to you guys, but you should have seen it 2 weeks ago. 10 buckets of fence life all ready to be put on the fence. Aileen reversed over all of them. She covered 3 cars in brown paint and the whole fence with a different colour of brown. She said, you said? I thought it was just a wee stone. So I thought it'd reverse a bit faster over the rest of them. Anyway, what the hell? I mean, that's what I've got. I do sympathise with you if that's what you've got. But they've got their good side. They can cook. They can't cook.
What can cook?
Anyway, I'll just finish it off. Aileen is gorgeous, isn't she? Anyway, she sees the good in everyone. She's patient, seldom loses her temper, sympathetic to all. In fact, we're so alike it's spooky. But, I'll finish on this, most importantly at my age, she's a trained first aider. Thank you all for coming.
Norman's older brother. I'm not into public speaking, but someone told me it's just like going on to a nudie speech. It's only hard for the first 2 minutes. You're in the flow now, brother. Norry, great speech. As Mark said, that's the first 5 minutes and 22 seconds. That's the last time we've been interrupted. You'll speak without getting interrupted.
Thank you.
Only joking, Aileen. Do the next tooth making. Someone that's always right, the other one's the husband. I met a nice bloke in the bus coming here today. His name's Malky. How you doing, Malky? We were talking for about 15 minutes in the bus, and just before we got here, he said, "Oh, you know Norman?" I said, 60 years, mate. Sorry, I didn't 20. He says he's so much older looking than you. I don't know if you know, but when Norman was 6 or 7 years old, he had to go out to Singapore with my parents. My father was working out there. My older brother and I get shuffled down to Nottingham. Anyway, he was spoiled to death by an ama called Becky Lau.
Oh, I loved her.
Photographs up there.
She dressed him. He was driven to school. He was picked up from school. But anyway, my mum, being a good Glaswegian, just lost the plot of this spoiled child, and she was going to give him a good skill. And when Becky came right out and said, "No hit Smalley boy, no hit Smalley boy."
He actually said, "No hitty, Master Norman."
Anyway, the tale continues. We get into Glasgow. He's now about 10 years old, and of course we're always fighting. And I was going to give Norman a right good do it. And I think my mum lost the plot. She came racing in with a washing machine hose, what are you doing? Shouting, "No hit Smalley boy, no hit Smalley boy." And I thought, that's it, that's when I decided to join the Air Force. But I tell you what, it's worked well for Norman. He started smoking 40 a day at 14. What can I say? Oh yes, I think we've covered this business about when I went to the Middle East, bought a brand new Escort Sport, my pride and joy, an Antarctic sheepskin coat, also my pride and joy. I think there's photographs of him somewhere posing in my sheepskin coat. Anyway, I was only there for 5 months. I said, "How did it go, mate?" I hardly touched the car, mate. So looked at it, 10,000 miles in the clock, fag burns in my sheepskin coat. The story is he was cruising up and down Byers Road in the height of summer with his sheepskin coat.
It worked, boy, it worked.
Finally, there was a time he tried to kill me. It was one Christmas. I went there, and Norman said, "Look, I've just got this new Jaguar TWR, Tom Wilkinshaw Racing, red car." So he says, "We'll go for a spin." Against my better judgment, I said, "Yeah, okay." And spin we did. 90 miles an hour up the seafront, spinning. The front tyres ended up in the grass, the back tyres in the tarmac for 50 yards. Then we came to a stop eventually, and there was a deathly hush. Norman turned round to me and says, "He's got a funny gearbox this time." I tell you what, it must have been the only thing that was bloody laughing, because we managed to get home with a soft front tyre and a twisted chassis. I knew the chassis was twisted because we couldn't shut the doors. Now that's really all I've got to say, because I think everything's been said. I'm going to come to my strong point, poetry, which has been penned by my younger son. He's got a bit of a knack for this. Okay? So Norman Niblock Clephane was once his name. Now utter that wee shite, most know the same. Dad to a few, brother to a brace, now a husband to one, what a life she will face. Telling the truth is a struggle, some might say. He's been the best at almost everything in his day. Bluster and boasting never in short supply. If he starts off, "I was the best," you can hear the audience sigh. A hunter-gatherer at heart, shooting and fishing a passion. Shame about the haircut, that's never been in fashion. Given his due, he's quite a good shot, but not that we need to. He likes to tell us a lot. Smoking is something he's tried to quit. He's tried more times than he's told Jake to sit. Whiskey, gin or wine, the alcohol keeps flowing. Judging by his belly, it's now started showing. He's never had a problem spending his dosh. buys what he can to make him look posh. Speedboats, guns and 911's a favourite. And it's big, brash and fast. He Norry will crave it. Mum's weapon of choice was the carpet beater. Dad's favourite bludgeon was a belt named Black Peter. So he took that belt and put it under the tracks, railway tracks. That was a secret, he never told the facts. Where he goes these days, a black lab at his side. He's now had 12, they must give him pride. Now a more generous guy they will never meet. A great friend to have and a husband to keep. Norry Aileen, to love, to laughter, and happy ever after.
Cheers.
Good evening. This is just a short one, so don't worry. It'll be fine. That's actually just my takeaway order from last night. Good evening to all. Most things have been covered with Norman, and I think we all know what he is. Would you just like to stand up, Norry, just to confirm it?
Yeah, no problem. As Alistair Ritchie said to me once, Norry, stand in your wallet, you'll be taller than anybody.
Pay you only in credit cards,
That's
not bad, that's the three jokes I've got. Firstly, can I say that it would have been a pleasure to attend the wedding today, but we were late and missed it. Flight problems. One of my favourite people get married today, and Norry. I've been given the opportunity to speak second because I'm second best. Norry, that must mean your best, Ian. Are you place in the family?
No, I'm
All the best. I've been asked to give the opportunity to say something appropriate, so it'll be short. Firstly, I'd like to express my own admiration for Norry in declaring his full name. Such a wide audience. Niblock. Brilliant. It's so appropriate. I would say he's growing into it, but he's not. Brother Ian's already covered Niblock quite well, which was probably a bit of a relief to Norry. He confided in me actually that he was unsure which of his 6 brothers he would ask to be the best man, and to be honest, it was a bit of surprise he chose Dopey. Personally, I think you nailed it. Nailed it. I myself was a bit reluctant to say a few words tonight until I heard there was a free meal in it. Not that I'm a big eater. Unlike Norry, he's been struggling to keep the weight off in the run-up to his big day. However, as always, Aileen said today, all the dairy products are now safely ensconced on the top shelf of the fridge. Problem solved. Norry, of course, is nothing if not resourceful. Aileen doesn't always get the better of him, even when it's intended to be for his own good. Aileen was telling me how she enforced a smoking ban in an effort to help Norry quit smoking. She banned him from ever having a puff in the house. At least I think that's what she said. Anyway, knowing this, I was surprised when I was visiting Norry and he proceeded to open his cigarettes and get out his Zippo lighter, imported direct from Dubai. One of a kind, it's best in the world. So anyway, for his own protection, I did remind him of the current smoking embargo in place in Stanley, the policy to which he needs to adhere. Norry just gave me a knowing smile, flicked his zippo, lit his fag, stepped into the fireplace, way on the chimney. Wasn't as daft as he looks. Sometimes he is. Does anyone remember his new hat last season? Yeah? How many remember the hat? Yeah? 4 sizes too big for me. Still, we've got sport local charity shops, none it. There was, of course, as you'll note on the wedding cake, the reason for the new hat was that he lost the most expensive shooting hat that's ever been made, one of a kind, imported directly from Uganda. Best in the world. Anyway, this hat was lost, and every week at Cameron Shoot we were questioned, has anyone seen my hat? Has anyone seen my hat all season? The hat was never seen again. Norry searched high and low, mostly low. And within the past month, as you'll note on the hat was found. During an expedition into the deepest, darkest parts of Cameron Shoot by our own shoot captain, David Taylor, the hat was found at the very top branch of a thistle. So that cleared up a mystery.
David, where is that hat?
In the bottom.
Is it wearable?
No. I knew it.
Anyway, we'll skip that. Took a short in time and I know Phil's champing it a bit here. Anyway, clearly Norry's married above himself, which isn't really a surprise, almost inevitable. I would like to say, Aileen, you're simply lovely. Norry, yeah. Norry, as been alluded to earlier, is without doubt a genuine, and I mean this, a genuine, witty, generous guy. However, modesty is not his strong point. It was alluded to earlier, but he once genuinely described himself as a superlative shot. Superlative. This from the man who decimated the wing mirror on his own Land Rover while trying to shoot a deer which walked away unscathed. Reference the cake. Alistair Ritchie, on the other hand, he obliterated a car window with a single shot from 180 yards. Now that's a superlative shot, Norry, and he never talks about it because he doesn't want to pay for the window.
Good man. Nicer chap.
Thank you, it was my window. Most of all, though, just finish, Norry is fun. Not funny, just fun. His one-liners are priceless and his timing sometimes can be impeccable. Very quickly, Cameron Shoot AGM, sorry David, Cameron Shoot AGM in January, following Beaters Day. Everyone was absolutely knackered except Norry, because all he did was hang about in his quad. Right? Anyway, which is broken. Anyway, the majority of business was concluded, the meeting was winding down, when Shoot Captain David Taylor turned very pale, saying, "I think I'm having a heart attack." Norry's in like a flash, at which point David stops breathing and falls off his chair. Superlative timing, Norry. Anyway, ambulance, hospital, pacemaker, and David's okay. He's so quick, it's almost frightening. That's what he says. So did Aileen, to be fair. Finally, giving on and passing on sage advice is another of his talents. We were in conversation with a shy young guy we know at the shoot who was having trouble meeting a nice girl. So Norry pointed out that women, as I think has been alluded to earlier, women like silent men because they think you're listening. He then demonstrated his considerate and sensitive side by suggesting that the lad place a lonely heart's ad as follows, and I can just hear him dictating this. I'm a sensitive man to whom you can open your heart. Share your innermost thoughts and deepest secrets. Confide in me. I'll understand your insecurities. No fatties, please. Anyway.
Actually, that's not true. I said try the new chat-up line. The new chat-up line is, do you think this smells like chloroform?
Finally, if you need some cash, Norry Bank's online, and he had to come up with an 8-character password. I'll bet he picked Snow White and 7 Dwarfs. Thank you. Can you please join me in again posting Norry Aileen and happy birthday, Norry.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Fatty, for all that.
You're welcome.
Here we go. John, you're running your space not like that, are you?
How many pages have you got there?
Chapters.
Tracy. It's my going.
Well, I'll go to the PowerPoint.
You haven't been guessing.
Introduce where you're from, Philip. How far you've flown or driven around.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi!
I think a good place to start would be to say thank you for Aileen for making an honest man of Norry. I've been slightly worried over the past few years that he's had a sort of strange tendency to go to the odd side with his gender preference and his getting in touch with his feminine side. Just to sort of build on this, I think Mike Gill will confirm that on a trip to Toronto, Norry took to drinking girly cocktails with little umbrellas in, yes?
Yes, we were in Toronto and we were mistaken 3 times for a gay couple.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I wasn't daddy.
We were so naive, we were in the gay district. We'd been dropped off by a taxi by mistake. And we were, cowboy shorts. Cowboy shorts. Great, I'm going to buy a Stetson. And I came out, I got the Stetson on, walked down the street. Look at all these strange looks we're getting. And then we realised, and so that was it. 3 times we were conceived as being a gay couple. We had a good laugh.
What about the impromptu party, Michael?
The impromptu party?
Yeah, with some female you chatted up for 3 hours and then she said, how long have you pair been together? You thought you were onto something.
Yeah, Natasha Bedingfield concert. I did a and we were chatting up and down, well, it was great, we're in there again. And after half an hour we turned around, you Scottish guys, what a length you are, you're great. How long have you been together? So it was a real upset.
Well, you must be upset today then. Anyway, following the trip to Canada, Norry came down for a visit in Gloucestershire, and we went to the Kilkenny estate for a day shooting, which was always a pretty liquid affair. And leaving the estate to go back to our hotel, Norry decides that we should all start singing. And the song that he chose were When We Were 2 Little Boys.
Yeah.
So, and again, I think Mike, you were there again. It's a strange thing, isn't it? And for sort of 35 minutes non-stop, we were singing When We Were 2 Little Boys.
Where's Pistol?
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. So, these sort of things continue. Then, on the first trip to visit Jackie and myself in France, we actually invited the local gays to come round for lunch as well. Ron and Darryl, who are two retired language teachers from the State University of Oregon. And I must admit, they took a bit of a shine to Norry straight away. Now, Aileen, who wanted to be the party animal, okay, decided that she was going to really tuck into the red wine, and she was going to be very bubbly, and she would sit on Professor Ron's lap.
He's gay, this
Who was
guy.
gay? Who was gay?
Aileen is bouncing around, being the life and soul of the party, and Norry decides to come out with one of his one-liners. So Ron, how long have you been gay? And with that, Ron takes the pause and says, I'm not gay, I'm bisexual. Now, the look on Aileen's face, she thinks she's totally safe, okay? And she's been bouncing around on this guy's lap, and then she all of a sudden realises that maybe what she thought was a rolled up pair of socks down his front was not a pair of rolled up socks down his front. And then went very quiet, and then found an excuse to sort of disappear shortly afterwards. On the next occasion that we met the gay professor, and this is really photographic evidence, Norry had disappeared outside on many occasions to have a cigarette, followed by the gay professors, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. And I thought, well, this he's the boss or something. And then I hear all this giggling from one of the bedrooms. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the proof of what he was up to. Now, you must draw your own conclusions, but I'm pretty sure by now that Aiden's cured him of these wayward things again. So,
We've got a few good these guys, haven't they?
but anyway, Jack and I like to wish Norry and Aileen all the very best. They're really great mates, and we'd like to toast and say all the very best in the future. Happy birthday. Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, that's us. We're going to head to the bar area with the group turned round for the dance.
Thank you very much.